Now to send everything else out. Hope everybody's doing really good today. I'm doing all right. I've had a couple of days to rest. And see if we can start getting everything going. There's that. We need to turn this on. There's always so much to do. Yep. Yes, I don't even worry about that later. Walk about that, and then that. We're gonna go there, do that. Awesome. All right, we're gonna go there. While we're at it, we're going to do that there. All right, there's that. Tell you one thing I have been doing. I have been watching. God, say, hey guys, y'all are quick. You have no power, so you be. Dang, I literally just look up for a half a second. Look down for a half a second to get some other stuff going. Y'all already in there. Thank you, guys. Oh, me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna snooze that first one for a little bit. I am a little tired, but no, I'm actually not as bad as I have been. I hope y'all are doing great. All right. Is that for today? Nope. Okay. Oh man. There we go. Yeah, I see that. There we go. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm tired, but I know, like, far as like with all the medication that they got me on right now, it's a main part of it. Yeah, I definitely. I'm not gonna lie. I probably still am a little bit. Like, they've got me on like 4 different types of medication right now, and it slowly will start tapering off here soon. Where's my cursor? There it is. All right, there we go. So I am definitely looking forward to all that starting to actually like wear off. Hey, doing good, Avatar. Doing good, doing good. Man, you doing well? I hope you are. There we go. I'm trying to get everything still set up. There we go. All right, good deal, good deal. All right, we should have that there. Good deal. Oh god, yeah. Oh god, don't even get me started on that one. Hey, I got some people also on YouTube are popping in too. I want to do a quick recap. If you've heard it, I'm sorry, but I know some of y'all haven't. I have had ankle surgery. That was this past Friday, and yeah, hold on a second. Fucking, there it is. There it is in all of its glory. Um, Not able to walk right now. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I'm gonna be out of work for potentially 6 months. Um so I have have bone spurs, Achilles tendonitis. There's some arthritis in the joint, things of that nature. Uh, but the main, like, I've got it. I've had it in both my ankles. So I still got technically. You could say I still technically have it in my right ankle. But I went through rehab. I did rehab for 2 months, and it helped with the right ankle. The left ankle did not help. I went back to the specialist, and she was sitting there grabbing on the back of my Achilles tendon, and I didn't have any trouble with it or anything like that. She was sitting there just squeezing on the tendon. I'm just like, whatever. It's not hurting me. And she's like, how, kind of like one of those things of like, how are you having pain, but your Achilles tendon's not bothering you? And she touched the bottom of my heel where the tendon is, and I about kicked her in her face. Literally, I just straight up, just like involuntary reaction. She hit it. My foot twitched real bad. She looked at me and she's like, "So surgery?" And I was like, "Yeah, I guess if that's what you recommend, let's do surgery." So we'll start from the beginning. He's talking about Coop over here on the other side. He was talking about how he's got supposed to have blood work today, and he actually ate at 3 a.m. this morning. So, oh yeah, it'll take some time, but I'll definitely get there. So, yeah, for those who who I don't know how it is like with other like medical establishments and stuff like that. Hey, Katie. So I go in. We can't eat or drink anything after midnight. So, just that is what it is. Which I think is a little bit unjust, because if your surgery is at 5 a.m., you go in at 5 a.m., you only got to wait 5 hours. On the other hand, well, the last thing I had to eat was almost do not spread false information. That was it. Almost. That was the doctor was trying to figure out what was going on. That was not. Don't even do that. But so I get there. The last thing I had to eat was like 3 or 4 o'clock the previous day. I get there at 10:30. They get me upstairs. They get me in my room. I nap. Watched a little bit of my phone, nap some more. And I didn't get back in there until like 4 o'clock. And so I'm 24 hours without food at that point. They finally get me back in there to pre-op. They get me settled in. The next thing you know, they roll me into the room. They get the thing on my face. I'm sitting there just breathing in heavily. And the next thing you know, I'm coming to. I'm in a room, not in my room. But like it's gone on for so long. Come to find out, my surgery took like a couple of hours longer. Well, that's the thing. Like my surgery took a couple hours longer than what it was supposed to. Come to find out, so the nerve that runs down into my foot, it actually the bone spur was on like kind of growing around it, and that's what was giving me a lot of the issues. Probably, was the fact that it was both sides, and that's the reason why it wasn't getting any better, most likely. So they end up removing all of it. They end up removing a quarter of my Achilles tendon. Just cut out a quarter of it. They try to get me onto a bed, like a normal bed, which, if you don't know, I'm 250 pounds. I've actually lost some weight, so go me. But I'm 250 pounds, so I don't know how much that is for across the pond, but it's, I'm a pretty big guy. So they're trying to drag me across from the gurney to my bed. It's not going too well there either. So, and then of course I'm like, I gotta wake up. I gotta be coherent before I can leave. I gotta be able to urinate. It's already getting late. There's talks of me, staying overnight. And I'm not coherent at all. I don't remember half of it. I just remember being like, as they tried to slide me over, I kind of got in between the beds and I kind of got stuck. And those girls are trying. I mean, they just, it's just not happening. I remember like, I'll help, and I'm sitting there trying to push my way across, and basically it was just kind of like me like going like this right here, just trying to push myself, and it just was not happening. So yeah, it was definitely an ordeal to say the least. So I don't blame them for being behind. It's going to happen. To me, it's like when working on a car, you don't know what you're going to get into until you actually start digging into what the problem is. So to me, it's just like, all right, I can see it. I can see where they're having issues, or like I know what they did with me. I was the last one there. I was the last one to go in, and mine took hours. I'm pretty sure he was, the doctor was ready to go, and then I'm pretty sure he wasn't just like lollygagging around or anything like that. I have no blame or anything like that. No ill will or complaints. So I made it out here yesterday, um, and like he could or I am I'm coherent. I'll give myself that. Um, I am tired somewhat, a little. I'm a little out of it because of the medication. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's going to be to expected. Um, I can't walk. Like obviously, I'm not supposed to be putting any weight or pressure on in this, anyways. So, in order for me to actually make it out here, like I know all Katie's familiar. She's been here before. The rest of y'all haven't. So I gotta go from my bedroom through the kitchen, through my son's bedroom, which there's not much room in there, to the back door, and then I gotta go down this. Probably maybe it's about 3 or 4 steps, but they're covered. It rains when it rains. It's not good light back here as far as sunlight, so it's got moss up on them, and then there's a little like cinder blocks on the bottom of the ground at the bottom of the stairs. So, in order for me to get outside, I'm on my crutches all the way through the house until I get to the back door, and then I give my wife my crutches. My son holds the door open, the screen door, and I literally have to get down and literally have to sit down on the stairs and work my way down until I get to the bottom, like close to the bottom, and then I kind of pick myself up with the railing, use my crutches, go about 15 feet to I get to what we call the studio, which is a building that we've just kind of been like slowly turning into I guess you could say, quote unquote, studio. Um, and then I got to step up into here, or which I actually kind of just crawl in here, and I get into where my love seat that we put in here. Thank God I got this love seat. This thing has been a lifesaver. It was yesterday. As far as if I got too tired, I just went over here on my love seat. Um, so and then I just lay there and rested. It took me probably close to 8 or 9 minutes to travel what would take a minute. Less than a minute of a walk took me like 8 or 9 minutes to get out here to do. And I'm talking about tired. I had to sit and rest for a good, oh God, 10 minutes. So yeah, it's rough, guys. I'm not even going to lie about it. It is not fun at all. It's one of those things where Oh yeah, it's rough. It is so rough. Um, like the fatigue and everything, especially like the medications that they put you on. Oh yeah, that's the goal too. It's like I'm going to try to stream for as long as I can today. Like I'm not gonna lie, the eight I knew getting into the 8 hour mark was gonna be really ambitious, and that's why like before I went on surgery, I kind of went, well, let's go to 6 hours instead. And I'm not going to like joke about it. The 6 hours is going to probably be a little ambitious starting out, also, especially with all the medication that they got me on currently. So I'm probably gonna end up. I'm just gonna go as long as I can. Pretty much, that's gonna be it. It's just I'm just gonna go as long as I can, and then we'll see where things kind of fall. Ah, there we go. Get some of the stuff off glasses. So it's just one of those things where I'm just gonna kind of stick with it, kind of go as far as I can, and then we'll just see where the cards fall. Um, I know one of the first things I was talking about is the fact that I wanted to see how far I can, or how far I can get. Let's backtrack that. One of the things I want to do now is actually work on good sets of tools. Oh yeah, I was at that point yesterday. Like I straight up was already like I want to get out here to the building yesterday. Like I did, like I sat in the floor. We got it's like a little, it's almost like an entertainment display, but it's not. It's got two little doors at the bottom, and then it's got a cubby nook, and then it's flat on top of it. It's made out of solid wood. There's a radio we had on top of it, which is on top of it actually currently right now, but I also put the switch dock on top of it. And then, oh, let me tell you about the PS2. I'm hoping this works out for me. So I need a DVD player. Um, and before the surgery that morning, we went to a Salvation Army store to look around just to kill some time before I had to go to the hospital. And I found a little like DVD player for $5. It wasn't much to it, and it works except for the fact that it has a lot of like sound reverb. So and then it didn't want to eject at first, so it kind of is a $5 gamble. But I also found a PlayStation 2. I actually found an old brick PS2, and it's actually sitting in the little cubby nook of the little display thing over there. I've got like I ended up finding it didn't have any of the wires. I ended up finding a power cord that fit it while I was there, and I got it home and I tested it as far as just powering up since I don't actually have AV cables for it yet. But it turned on, it lit up properly, it eject properly. Um, it actually ended up having a PlayStation game, PS2 game in it. I forgot what Spider-Man game was it the original, and unfortunately, but there's a Spider-Man game that was actually in it. So I brought it back in, and it looked like it read. It didn't spit the disc back out. So usually, if I'm not mistaken, on those models, if it doesn't spit the disc back out, that there wasn't a read issue. So hopefully, it still works. That's what I'm kind of hoping. I went on eBay and just ordered a cheap AV cable for it and a cheap controller and a cheap memory card. So that way, if it doesn't end up working, I'm not really out anything. But hopefully, it still works and everything. And if that's the case, not only do I got a DVD player, I also have a cheap PS2. Oh, yeah, the bricks are like solid. They are a brick. The Slims, meh, not so much. There's a Gia nearby. I saw her on my little like nav thing down there. Yeah. Yeah, I see your name now on the radar. But yeah, I'll be really happy. That and those things, I got to finding out if you those things sell for like $100. I've got 20 in the console and basically like I think 25 and everything else. So if this is the case, I'll have $45 invested in a basically like over $100 console. She disappeared. Guess she disappeared. I Pikachu N64. That's a good console. Those things are expensive. She went back through the portal. I don't know. She may be leaving. I don't know. So, but yeah, we reset it by mashing Pikachu's foot. Don't press my foot, please. Don't do it. I'm not a Pikachu. You step on my foot. Something's definitely getting resetted. All right, let's go over here and check out some stuff. All right, so this is all right. We did some work in here yesterday, and we have been slowly filling this up. Also, actually, I need to check that. Nope. All right, there's one bucket. As you can see, the dry kelp is actually actually overflowing from that circuit into the actual smelters now and slowly filling it up. So, like I went out there and gathered out in the ocean, and we'll fill that up. There we go. So yeah, I went out to the ocean, gathered up a bunch, fed it into the system, and we are slowly filling up all these hoppers too. I think the first four. Yeah, the first four is ready to run. So I've actually thrown stuff in there. There's stuff in the other side that's just not been smelted yet, which I'm not in a hurry. But you see, we've actually got some stuff through here too. Like I could actually take this now. We'll go fill it up real quick. Talking has wore me out. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm already slightly tired. I haven't even done anything today. That's another thing too. Is gonna be getting used to the light shining right into my face. It wouldn't be the first time I've taken a nap on camera. Yeah, he's been there for a while. I forgot where he came out from. I think it may have been from one of Kelsey's. Yeah, that's what I was thinking to say. I think it may have been from one of Kelsey's little things. Yeah, it's about the best way to put it. Can't blame him. Actually, I know what I want to do. I don't think there's anything left behind here. That is true. Like literally, guys. All right, so love you, Kelsey. Whenever I was helping Kelsey and put the mods on her account, like I remoted in using TeamViewer, and the moment that I logged in on her account just to make sure stuff was working right, she was at a half a heart and with her hunger all the way down. That's straight up just how she is, guys. Just we're gonna take that one. I mean, if I'm gonna have to do one anyway, so I might as well do the one that's better off, I guess. No enchantments. Like she has no self-preservation whatsoever. Gotta learn to eat, Kelsey. It's Gia.
Hello.
There's my minecart. She may be going.
Keep going through this port.
She is in the house. I was actually quite surprised she's not logged in. At least on the stream. You might send her a message. Oh god. That's probably. Her and Glitch have been at it in the house. They went through the big pantry and done a lot of work in there.
I need to see the minecarting process.
Hmm.
You can do this every time you go on this thing. Hello.
Hello.
Your favorite person is here.
Over where?
Wow. Thank you. Oh, your favorite person's wondering. Why can't I spread all my hungers up?
Oh, wait on her to give up.
Do a minecart train.
Yeah.
That's what they should add.
Oh, man.
I feel ya. I am tired.
It's actually fairly cool here. My air conditioner barely kicked on this morning.
My air conditioner doesn't even work. Crazy hot in this room.
It is nice and comfortable here. Matter of fact, Lavender had I was trying to like nap on the love seat, and I asked Lavender to bring me a quilt or something, and she comes out with a thermometer. It almost gives me a headache. Like she ended up going to the store and buying one of those thermometers that you like have to rub across your forehead. But whenever she did, she pressed it down too hard and got to my temple and started pressing it into my temple. And I was just like, ah.
Why does she press it so hard?
I don't know.
Like, it's sad. My mom does the exact same thing. She'll put all her pressure on that thermometer. She's like trying to get to the bone of my head. And I'm like, why? Stop it.
Yeah.
Just take this thingy off.
You don't have to press it hard at all.
Yeah,
that's not how it works.
Boom, they'll do it.
Yeah. We've got one, but it's not the most accurate. It's actually inconsistent with its measurements. We found out. Like it's a cheaper one, so.
I was cut off. I said I'd just follow you.
No worries.
Heal. I slammed the door on myself. Because I got no clue where Coop is.
You can look at the mini map. Or not the mini map, but the your XP bar.
I keep forgetting about that. I keep forgetting that there's just dots. I notice it too. It keeps moving constantly.
Yeah, if you crouch or if you're wearing like a head of something, it'll take you off of that though.
Yeah, I see
so
that.
You can actually hide from it. Oh, it's Rum's concrete.
Hang on, wait. Roger, come up here. I want to show Katie something.
All right.
Okay. I don't know why I went up this one. Up here.
I don't even think I've been up here.
It's his office. Alright, Katie, look. Come over here. Look how tiny Rum made me. He made me so tiny compared to the others. Like, I'm just in a tiny little body just holding my bow. And yet, like, of course, Rum here gives himself a netherite sword. He's, like, up front and center. I'm so tiny. I just... and I don't know how to make it bigger.
Oh.
Hey, there's a box right here. Hello. I don't know how to pronounce that. But yes, I am very tiny. Do not appreciate it.
There's an Arctic one there.
Yeah. Ooh, I want to give it food because then you can hear it munching. You're so cute. You chewing on the chicken? You chewing on the chicken? He nodded at me. He's got a little TV here. Got paintings. I already tried all the paintings. There's no secret room. It's only one big painting though.
Hey, don't let me. Is it today that we gotta make the appointment?
Ouch. Lavender.
Here they come.
The baby. See, like Twitch doesn't want to hurt my feelings, cause it blurred out when Katie said you're the baby.
Twitch is definitely a little oversensitive.
Yeah. Come on, I ain't Mumbo covering over Joel. That's funny. Makes sense though.
That was fun. Alright. Especially how he just got Joel killed, basically.
But he just lost all his stuff, and Mumbo's just like, well, like, I would be upset, but this isn't really my problem.
Yeah.
That part was funny.
They kind of found out Cethel stole it all.
Yeah.
It's something this week.
Catch up on Grian. Just I need to catch up on now.
I haven't even watched Grian's.
Grian's part's funny.
I watched Scars just for the TNT drop.
So far, no one has officially gotten out yet. But now that I'm watching, I think Martin's gonna go out first.
No, it's gonna end up being Jimmy. Always is, for the most part.
Martin. We'll see.
Hear that about not wanting to do anything today.
I don't want to do things either. All I'm thinking about right now is food.
What?
I want food.
How did I break that one hit?
Martin, you buddy are going out first. Might as well already put your head there. Then Ethos, Scott, Scar, and Big Big.
That's so fast.
Why does he always move Jelly back? Needs to be beside Scar. Yeah, it looks weird, but it's fine.
No worries, no worries. It's not like I can go anywhere. Why are you getting so close for?
I'm not picking it up. Ouch.
Stop trying to steal my XP.
I'm not even taking any. How come it works when Kelsey's does it? And then she almost kills me for stealing it. Not stealing it, we're sharing it.
I need tools and weapons and armors that I haven't done this the entire time. Yeah, you're right. In fact, cannot escape. They run out. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
to exactly 64. It ran out, huh? Oh, just.
Yeah, time to. Yeah. The potion ran out.
My dog's just outside my door.
Yeah, I don't know
Keeps on
how to.
scratching. I don't know what to do.
I know what I need to do. I need to work on tools.
Tools.
I haven't made good tools and armor this entire time.
Oh, I almost died again. Like
I
in a
don't
cave with all my
the,
stuff. Again. Yeah, I learned my lesson that time. I was like, nope, I ain't doing this again.
we
Down here, I haven't been down here in who knows how long.
every time I
miss this place.
there we go.
Memories. Even though everything's basically empty.
So these carrots.
We're jelly. Jelly!
I think
You're dancing in
tomorrow.
a block. Get your head out of that block.
I was going to start setting up my like schedule, and for some odd reason, it was doing it for the year 2024. It would not go to 2025, but I'm thinking tomorrow I'm going to do an evening stream for me and do what do you call it? Crowd control. Yeah,
Let's get to new.
there's no telling, to be honest. I need emeralds.
It's Monday. That's weird.
Yep,
Civic holiday, Canada.
it's a holiday in Canada.
Apparently yesterday was Friendship Day. Just these random days.
I'm looking forward to it. No, they're fun. They're usually pretty interesting, and it's got the like one of the better chances of having like random people pop in. I thought about doing one towards the morning, but I don't know yet. I don't know how many people would actually join in on it during the morning. Which is one of those things in my experiment. Jesus. I go to bed.
I do that a lot.
I still go to bed at 9 o'clock.
I can never do that.
Like, hey, still
He's
getting your money's worth.
Enter with that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like I'm going to experiment around with some of it. Not 100% sure exactly how when I'm going to do what. I do think like Monday mornings.
School's gonna be so fun.
Oh yeah. Like I'm gonna try. Like I'll normally go to bed at 9 anyways, and the way I've been taking my medicine, that's what I'm gonna try to keep doing. Because if I go to bed at 9, I can just go or I end up I start going to bed at 9. I end up waking up at 10, take the rest of my medicine, go back to sleep, and then I get up at 6.
I can never do that.
I don't give myself an option.
Don't know why I can't go to sleep.
All right.
And then I just end up waking up at like 4 p.m.
Efficiency 5, Silk Touch, Unbreaking 3 pending. So this is good.
Where am I going? I forgot where everything is.
Efficiency 4. Put off the top row. Well, that needs to be Fortune. Not in that. There we go. All right, so that is completely done. Those are done. That's good. Protection, mending, room's on. There we go. All right, protection 4. Feather falling 4, unbreaking 3. Does protection go to 5? I can't ever remember. Gio's gonna end up harassing around for a little bit now. All right. We'll go over here. And then there we go. Protection 4, unbreaking 3, and mending. Uh-oh. I don't know what that was. All right. I've got the date of my next appointment. So, we get that to look forward to now. All right. So, what are we going to build next? I guess that needs to happen. That's a crafting table. There we go. That's what I need. And still gotta get a hoe too. There we go. We're getting there. We're slowly getting there. We made a couple of books too. All right. Oh, I don't have a hoe, do I? Actually, now that I really think about it, I don't think I do. No, I do. Such touch, unbreaking 3, mending. Can you put efficiency on? Like, I want to say you could. There we go. Alrighty. What's the efficiency 5? It's the highest? Yeah. I don't think he has efficiency 5 up here. Oh, he's got 4. Any sharpness on this? Yeah. Or sweeping edge. I want to go sharpness. That's expensive. She's back. I saw you sent me the appointment time too. All right. Yeah, lean back for a second. Really can't. Yeah, you probably won't until later. Hmm. The one I got popped up on mine was nerds. Oh, gotta stretch. Oh, stretch some more. Gotta keep up. Gotta keep stretched out. I finally actually took the time out yesterday while I was sitting here and redid my picture frame. I got a picture of a waterfall that I took years ago. Um, I live right beside, literally like minutes drive from of a natural reserve. Um, it's basically the canyon of the east, and I end up doing a hike one day off trail to a waterfall. It's one of the largest waterfalls. I can't remember necessarily if it's in the U.S. or how the exactly it was. It's one of the largest waterfalls though in this area for sure. But it's a seasonal waterfall. It's not always active, but whenever it's active, it's like one of the largest waterfalls in the U.S. or something like that. Well, either way, it took me. I think it was close to 2 hours to get to it. If I don't, it's an hour to 2 hours for me to get to it because, like I said, it's all off trails. You can't hardly get to it. Yeah, you're not working on the roof today. That's not happening. That yeah, just forget about that. But so I got but yeah, it took me like a couple hours, hour to 2 hours to get to it and everything. I ended up bringing food with me and just eating, kind of like having like a little like lunch there. Yeah, but it's too wet for it. It's literally I'm saying no to that. But yeah, I cleaned up my frame. I found my picture frame, cleaned it up, got my picture mounted back into it, and there it is. I actually took that picture right there. I was just sat there and ate lunch and took a couple of pictures of it. And it's it's only photo I got too because the camera that it was on got destroyed. So I never could get the pictures off of it. Oh yeah, I, that's kind of one of the reasons why I've got it sitting right here beside me. It's just like as a reminder, it's like, hey, you're gonna get better, and whenever you do, you're gonna be able to start doing this kind of stuff again. That is in fact the goal. Bending. I got sweeping edge. There we go. I need to clean up my inventory a little bit better. Hello. Do what? Okay. All right. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. All right. I'm back. So, oh god, I definitely gotta do something better with my inventory. I gotta wake up. All right. That definitely needs unbreaking. Let's get unbreaking. Unbreaking. Let's go ahead and file the unbreaking book. Unbreaking. There we go. All right, there's another one. I definitely would look forward to like hiking again, stuff like that. But right now, I'm just trying to make it work and make it through the day. As far as awake, I think that will be a high good thing for me. Like just, I don't know. I honestly don't know. The first 2 weeks is no PT. Literally, the first 2 weeks is me. My foot is locked into place like it is right now for the first 2 weeks. They don't even look at it for the first 2 weeks. I think honestly, if I'm not mistaken, it's gonna be a month before I can start my physical therapy. And if you haven't been in this type of position, as far as actually having something like this, like a surgery like this before, um, it sucks. Um, I had knee surgery, and it was a couple of weeks before I could start moving it and actually using my leg properly. And you lose your muscle capacity so quickly if you don't use it. Like literally, it's like if lose it or use it or lose it, and with you lose it so quickly. So I've been through this before, and I'm basically going through it all over again. Luckily, it's not in my knee. Oh yeah, like within a couple of weeks of when I had my knee surgery, my leg shrunk to half its size within a couple of weeks. And oh yeah, it does. When you start using it again, like I went whenever I remember that like the first time I took a shower, like after I had the bracing took it off my knee, I could start using it again. And I took that first shower. And, I get in the I hop up in there. It's like it's a bath shower, so I had to step up in there. And I was just like, oh, this feels amazing and stuff like that. And then after I got done, it took me 15 minutes to get out, to figure out a way to get out without falling because I couldn't use my leg. I just could not, I couldn't step up. I couldn't step over. You know, it was hurting. It was terrible. Like, it's one of those things like you take walking for granted all the way up to the point where you can't walk. And that's where I'm at right now. It's like, I know what's in store. Like, before this surgery, that's the reason why I went through rehab for 2 months was the fact that I didn't want to go through this again. I honestly didn't. Like, I know what this hurt, like what this feels like, how bad it hurts, how bad, having to regain all this muscle loss. It's terrible. The only good thing about this is the fact that I still got flexibility in my knee. And I can kind of like do like little like leg lifts, I guess you could say, because I'll sit here and then like I'll have my knee up and I'll sit here like kick and kick and kick, so that way I can still use a little bit of my muscles. But I know that my calf is going to be gone. Like it's just not going to be here. That's the goal. Like literally is the goal is to maybe I'll just lose the lower part and keep the upper part. That's what I'm attempting to do anyways. Yeah, I need braking for that. And all right, I still got 33 more. But yeah, it's it's not fun. I mean, that's the least I could say about it. But it is what it is. Like knowing now that I tried to do the rehab part and it wasn't working. At least now I know why it wasn't working and that it wasn't going to work. But at least I did try. So I've got that kind of like, hey, I tried to do the right thing. I just didn't jump straight into surgery. I tried to do the what should have happened first. I did it first. And knowing now that it didn't work wasn't my fault, it kind of makes me feel a little bit better about having the surgery. But just the fact that, it's going to suck. That's all it is it's just going to be one of those things where I'm just going to have to go through it and just like grit my teeth and then just try to get it done. So it is what it is on that one. That's all that could be said to it. All right, you can put sharpness on an axe, don't you? Oh yeah, it literally, that's about the best way to put it. It's gonna end up being like more or less like torture. That, but oh god, bro, it's not like you're not going to get them back. If anything, she's going to put them in your game. So yeah, it's just well, it's just going to be one of those things, which you know, I think it's going to work out. It shouldn't be no issue over in like the long period of time. There we go. Let's see if we can rename it. And be able to get this rename it and get this enchantment on it, hopefully. Oh yes, awesome. We slowly getting there. Now we need some more experience. But it is what it is on that front. I've been through it before. I made it through. I'll do it again. At least this time, whenever I go to take that first shower, I know to sit down in there before I go to take the shower. If anything, I have learned from that experience. I have learned that I'm going to get in the shower for that first shower. I am going to sit down in that shower.
Hello, Roger. I'm on
Hello.
a shopping spree.
Oh god.
Well, not a spree. I'm on a mission to get pistons. But he said he needed a stack of pistons. And
She sells them like in half
I paid
stacks.
like 3 diamonds for a stack. Does the 32 mean a stack?
Yes. Well, however they're sitting in there, it's a stack. So if it's,
He said he needed 1 stack. So I don't know if he meant 32 or like an actual stack.
he probably wants a full stack of pistons, like a 64 stack. But she sells them like 3 diamonds, a half a stack.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm going. Oh, okay. He meant 32.
32.
That's
there
so
you go.
Confusing, man. That's so
There.
confusing.
There you go.
Get, ooh, I have 1 diamond to spare.
She's like, yeah, oh, I keep the change. That's what I just heard. But yeah, that. And I don't even think it's the fact of the falling. It's just the fact of making it easier to get out. Because that way I could just literally slag my legs over and just sit up on the edge. And then, you know, work my way out. I guess while I'm here, I can go ahead and like repair this. I've used the crap out of this thing.
That is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Jokes. Oh me, I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm really looking forward to getting all rehab started. I feel bad for the guys that are gonna have to put up with me. I already know where I'm going. I'm going back to the place that did my rehab before I had the surgery. They did a great job. So they've put up with me before, and you know, oh yeah. Well, they're gonna give me a hard time. Is what it's gonna be. But they did a great job. Like he literally tried to do everything they could to help me out. Like literally try to do everything they could to keep me from having to do surgery.
Ouch.
Stop trying to steal my experience.
Nah, I got a gold block for a diamond. The first level. Ouch. Oh well.
It's already out.
Whatever, I thought you meant he wanted the diamond for delivering it.
There we go.
Cute.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt it's gonna hurt. Anytime I've been to any type of rehab, it's not been enough fun. I've been literally taking everything that's prescribed. I'm not gonna worry about it. Like I know, like right now, it's just it hurts now, so I ain't too worried about it. I'm sure if I need them, I'll end up having them. I hope. Oh man, there we go. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I tell you, the one thing I'm probably looking forward to the most is playing some disc golf. I really do miss it. I should be fully healed up by then, that's for sure. Consider, you know, I haven't done anything. There you go. That works. Don't need those. Oh, well, I'm thinking about it. The buddy of mine from work, he may be joining the server before too long. He's talking about getting a computer, which he has a laptop. Yeah, I know. I enjoy it. That's one thing I get to do. Just go out, hang out, you know, hang out with friends, get to enjoy myself. But I'm gonna have to learn to play again, basically. Like before my surgery, I got out in the yard. I was just trying to do some close like throws, and I wasn't doing like I'm gonna have to literally like relearn how to do it. Well, let that fill up while I'm doing this. All right, bump, unbreaking. That's good enough. Unbreaking, sharpness. All right, we'll get some more experience because I know I'll end up needing it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. But like I said, I'm gonna have to relearn how to play. I think it's about done. We'll get the rest of this experience real quick. I'm literally going to have to make one of these eventually. And there we go. Sucks the water back up. Back to game. There we go. There we go. Everything's repaired. You take a second, relax. That's another thing too. Whenever we went to the we went to the Salvation Army store. So we came out with a DVD player, but it worked, but not well. It's actually still sitting here in the floor, kind of halfway taken apart. Um, got the PS2. Also, she ended up finding a very comfortable footstool. It's underneath my desk right now. It's what my foot's like resting on right now. So got really lucky with it. I need a hoe with fortune on it. Those two can get put together, I guess. Yeah, that'd be. Yeah, I can't throw left-handed. I've tried. I played several courses up in Chattanooga. I actually did a tournament up there with one. It was it was fun. I enjoyed it. I've actually got to play at a course in South Carolina, but I ended up losing a disc out while I was out there. That was a definitely interesting experience. There was nobody there. It was like $5 to play, but it was like an honor system type deal. They had like a little drop box, but it was actually at it's a wakeboard park. Is where it was at. So you get the wakeboard lines like where they get pulled across, and this golf course was actually kind of like weaved all around it, so you had to be careful. And of course, I end up shanking one, and it went straight into that water. It was definitely interesting. I've played all across North Alabama into Tennessee. Played some in Northwest Georgia, and also that one course in South Carolina. Chattanooga's got a couple of nice courses. So the Sinks, it's a real nice course. I like playing it. Clallan's a real nice. Clallan's pretty. Like far as how the fields, how manicured it is, and being in their state park, it's really nice. Gunnersville. The Gunnersville course is also real nice. Gunnersville's a lot of walking though. We ended up taking our small dog Jewel. We took her with us. Oh, that poor girl got wore out. Which Clallan's a long walk too though, but Gunnersville's worse. Yeah, she goes through playing in the woods and to dodge the discs. It's one of the bad things about it is the fact that I think I I end up accidentally hitting her once or twice now. And I'll get you once in the ankle, unfortunately. Alright, so that one's done. That one's done. I could put flame on that, but do I want to though? See, and then protection, unbreaking, mending. That's about all I need on that. I could still need to put protection for on that. I don't. She may be doing something. I don't know exactly what she's doing right now. She may hop on. I know she's got two youngins that she's directing around right now. Let's toss those in there, and then we'll fall through here. I definitely enjoy it. Definitely miss it. Definitely gonna have to figure out how to throw too. I was getting up to four. I was throwing around 400 feet before all this happened, so I'm gonna have to kind of. Yeah, good luck getting Katie to hop on. I don't even think she's got Minecraft installed on her computer anymore. She's sitting there playing Baldur's Gate and not letting off. Run did. I need emeralds. Lavender was going to try to get me Baldur's Gate, but I told her not to. Unfortunately, cannot afford it. Something be cool to play. Something I could kind of like relax and play for a while. Yeah, but we both broke. Yo, dude, you need to wake up and get carrots. That's never gonna be affordable. I That's the one thing I want to give to Baldur's Gate is the fact that they they're not doing microtransactions in that game, and I applaud them for that. It's done it about 3 times. Like with them not doing microtransactions and actually just keeping it affordable for people is I'd say affordable. I don't know why I said affordable. That's not the word I was looking for. But keeping it where it's just like, hey, you pay for the game one time. That's all you got to pay for. You ain't got to worry about buying stuff later on. I definitely give kudos to that right there. That's what I think honestly should happen. But people will willing to do proper transactions, and as long as people are still willing to do it, the companies are still making games on microtransactions. And I personally don't like it. Microtransactions, people don't realize like how bad they get screwed over as far as with microtransactions, as far as like your value to money. And you're gonna have to excuse me for a second. There we go. I'm back. It was my mom checking up on me. She worries. There we go. All right, let's get all that taken care of. Check some stuff real quick. Some stuff was kind of acting up. All right, this should be good. All right, everything's looking good. All right, cool. Yeah, I know she's going to worry. That's all she can do. I love my mom to death, but that's all she like. She worries way too much, and it's taking a toll. Literally has taken a toll out on her health, though. That's how she's going to end up being, regardless, no matter what. Carrots, selling carrots. Oh, yeah, mom called. One of these guys will, in fact, buy the sweet. There it is. That's all we got, though. We're back up to 17 emeralds. There's other ways of making emeralds. I just ain't there yet. Honestly, just I'm about all about some relaxing right now. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I can always check the pumpkins. May end up AFKing down here for a second, or I'll say AFK and just kind of relaxing. Probably a nice little place to chill out. May just do it right here for a second. Oh man, tired. I've already wore myself out. It's definitely tired. That's for sure. Well, in this game, you wouldn't think it'll wear you out until you go through something like this, and then it's just just keeping it up. Oh, I've probably done more than that. I end up taking them like at least 2 or 3 a day. I've been taking at least 3 a day, at least. Every time I take my medicine, I end up going to sleep. Like just it's like clockwork. Within 30 minutes of me taking any medicine, I am out. But they got me on all kinds of different stuff I'm not too familiar with. So let's get that up to here. There we go. There we go. That should take it where it's not flailing over. Oh man. Sharpness, looting, unbreaking, mending. Still gotta do some work on these things too. Like I need to get Swift Sneak on these. And they're fully leveled up. Okay, fully leveled up. Efficiency would be good. These can be fully leveled up. I don't want to add them together. That one is efficiency. I could use efficiency. At least my tools and my armor is better than what they were, that's for sure. At least I actually have a chest plate now for 2. I went so long without a chest plate. It would help with some of those raids. I need to gather up some sand. That's one thing. We got plenty of gunpowder, that's for sure. I've been doing AFK stints at the base. And I got a couple of chests worth of gunpowder. Me and Lavender was talking about it. As far as like going blasting for netherite. This is something I could do. Start getting prepared for. I wonder if there's somewhere around here that's close by I can get some closest sand. There's some sand over there. Yeah, there's sand over in here too. Sand to the base. I think that is going to be the call. Let's go back to home. Maybe. There we go. Fall out of here. I went up one too many. I guess we're going up to the top. There we go. Alright, there's my rail system. Alright, good deal. Man. The one thing about this too, I can eat while traveling. Traveling, riding down this rail system, sitting just traveling. There we go. Oh, there is definitely a delay on the YouTube side today. Tell you that. Where are we at? All right. All right. We got to do something real quick. I'll be right back. Da-da-da. Alrighty, I'm back. What? Hold on a second. Do what? Oh. Alrighty. Hmm. Lavender's out here with me right now. Alright. Bump, bump. Get out of the cart. Remember how to get out. Okay, remember where the shift key is at. Alright. Here's that. I got a bed on me for once. That's always a good thing. Let's go collect some sand. Oh yeah, that I have in fact been sleeping a lot. West. On a different note though, I don't have to worry about fireworks anytime soon. want to kind of get a little ways away from the base. Sea turtle traps. Yeah. Speaking of which, I can almost go for another nap right now. There we go. It's another thing too. I've been like taking a lot of like medias, like YouTube stuff like that. It's amazing how they can, honestly, how old they can get, how quickly that gets old. We'll use that one first. Sand, sand, sand. Efficiency 4. So no efficiency. Let's do the efficiency 4. Yeah, that's a lot faster. There we go. We'll get plenty of TNT here soon. That's one thing about far as when you start actually getting your farms, when you're playing, it makes your life so much easier. Even if they're like small little farms like what we got, they're not huge or anything, but it just makes things easier in the long run. Just especially since they're like kind of automatic. You don't have to sit there and be running with them the entire time. Give me the sand blocks. We need to make explosives. There we go. Where are we at right now? An hour and a half stream. First 30 minutes went by pretty quick. I felt like it went pretty quick, but after that, everything's kind of just slow down. That talking's wearing me out too. That's actually honestly a first. Yeah. Sitting right beside it laughing at me. My inventory already full? It didn't take much, did it? Sit it right here. Then there we go. Collect all this up. Yeah, everybody hates my inventory. What can I say? Yeah, though. Never. I do. The bad thing is I actually do fix it, and then it just goes right back to how janked up it is. Yeah, there you go. Slowly filling up. Yeah, pretty much. Like I'm OCD about my tools and stuff like that. You know, where my tools, each one's got like a special, like a drawer, even though like they're overfilled now because I got more tools and I got space to put them in. But I'm usually pretty OCD about like a lot of that stuff. Like out here in this building, I'm in OCD about it. I'm trying to get everything up, having like a particular place for everything to go into. And that, you know, if it ain't being used or anything like that, get rid of it. But then it makes, you know, things like that makes life so much easier. If it's got like a certain spot, mm-hmm. Like if you don't need it, get rid of it. And then when you actually do need it something, you know exactly where it's at. You don't have to worry about like trying to hunt it up or remember where you put it. This makes things so much easier in the long run. Enderman just teleported off. I can definitely see that. This poor shovel's already starting to run low. Yeah, well, my parents, I don't think they were necessarily afraid of scarcity. It's just the fact that, like, it was one of those things where it's just like my dad was like the things that he wanted whenever I guess maybe he was growing up, or the things that like I think it was more of the fact that like he kept like a bunch of like metal dump trucks from like the 70s and Tonka Troys, Tonka dump trucks. And I think it was more along the lines of like my dad had like his first child, he didn't actually get to have much to do with him. Like I don't know exactly what happened at that part of my dad's life, but you know, he never got to really be around his first son. I think there was an attempt, the best I could tell, and you can definitely tell there was some regret. And a bunch of the stuff that he kept was like toys from that time era, and I think that's one of the things that like he kept a bunch of like bought a bunch of the stuff that he did. So I think that may have a lot to do with it. But that's what we're gonna do actually. We're gonna get some of this stuff out. And then we're gonna put some of this other stuff in. And then we're gonna go there. We're gonna go, let's see here, we'll put that out. We're gonna put a bunch of, just take all the sand out. We're gonna put all the sand in here. And then that. But
We put the appropriate amount in
oh, 1 second, guys. There we go. I'm back. Constantly having to deal with stuff right now with everything going on. That'd be alright though. Alright. Oh, yeah, put the tools up, I guess, eventually. Oh, crap, I forgot about the stupid sword. I always forget about that thing. End up having to make a special trip later, or yesterday about it. May have to do another one today. But there's a cat outside the door wanting in. There's a cat in. Let's get some more of this cleared out. I at least want to get a shulker full of sand for today. Yeah, as long as the kitty don't jump on my ankle, we're all good. Definitely need efficiency. 4 on this? Probably not. No, it is next. Yep, it is next. It's just been coming in. Pain kitty. Oh yeah, check to see what's going on. Oh, I think we're gonna keep it. I want to do another like 20 minutes. And then we're gonna call it a day on this stream. I'm already wore out. This is so tired, guys. I think she's bringing the cat in the camera. Yep, there he is. There's the Nix. I'm gonna take a nap. He's a chunk.
Long.
Pain, what he is.
He's
Spoiled.
He's a good baby. It's Chewy you're supposed to be talking about like that.
Yeah, I'll talk about both of them. There we go. Yeah, he's huge. Like, that cat, he's a lot bigger than what. A lot bigger than I expected, especially considering when he first came home and everything, as small as he was. That cat was ended up being a lot bigger than expected. Now Nix is turning into lavender. There we go. That is gonna probably end up being pretty close right there. Maybe a stack off would be alright. It ain't that big of a deal. Yeah, 2.5 stacks. One of these. That's a fortune pickaxe. There it is. Silk touch. Whoops. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Can't wait until the next update, though, that's for sure. Wish I could fly. There we go. Oh, depending on how I feel, though, I may try to do another one this afternoon. Yeah, it's probably gonna be several weeks out. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure. It's the fall drop one, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm gonna end up filling our storage system up with golems and just letting them go through everything, putting everything up. Hopefully, there shouldn't be no issue with them, really. Can I go up? Nah, nope. We'll fall down. Alright, somebody's sleeping, so I ain't gonna worry about it. See what we got down here as far as TNT, though. Or not TNT, but I have no idea. I say it's gonna be at least a month out from now. When they actually have the actual full release and everything, I say it's probably end up being about a month. Well, I can't wait, that's for sure. Alright. This is a wrong spot for gunpowder. I need to go to the gunpowder farm. Ow, 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 ow. I'm starting to have a pain in my ankle. There we go. Alright. But with that being said, pain in the ankle, I think it's actually going to be time for me to tap out, guys. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me and stuff like that. I wish the stream was a little bit longer, but guys, I'll see you guys later.